Hello and welcome to another glitch video, and oh boy was this one a surprise to find. Surprisingly enough, I am in Java Edition right now, the first time that I've found a bug that works in both Bedrock and Java Edition. And this one is not just a basic bug, this is insane. So you can see I've got a whole bunch of cliffs here, and you may even know that you can clip into the bedrock roof of the Nether using ladders and an ender pearl. Quite a few people know about that method, as it's quite handy for getting the awesome Nether set up for fast travelling. But I've found a overpowered use of this trick, which is the ability to not just go through one block thick ceilings, but without even needing ladders, you can go through this, which looks just like this. That is mental. All I have to do for that is aim roughly in the bottom corner here. It doesn't even have to be precise. If I aim straight down, it still works. And you literally can just teleport yourself one block up at a time, because the ender pearl's through from your head height, which means that it pushes you up infinitely high. If I just go for this 3-block high section as fast as I can, you need 2 ender pearls, firstly to get in the wall, and secondly to put you high enough to jump out of it. So you end up losing around 4 hearts just to go up that short distance. To go up something like this, you need way more healing. And to show you how insane this can be, I'm going to eat one of the rarest and most overpowered things in the game, and only just be able to get through all of this. So all I'm doing here is just holding sprint forwards and throwing ender pearls. I don't need to jump at any point until I see that I'm up at the roof, and then I jump the rest of the way out. And that took us down quite a lot of health, but it has done something that nothing has ever been able to do before. With that, we have literally teleported ourselves into this wall and straight up it the entire way. As far as Java Edition goes, this only allows you to go up vertically, which is still insanely overpowered. A 2-block thick wall will completely stop you in your tracks, but a 1-block thick wall, you can just use the same trick to just walk straight through it. And in F5 mode, this shows itself a bit easier what's actually going on. So you see that you go in the wall, and the game tries to push you out of it, understandably. And if I throw another ender pearl, you can see we've gone up a block. So over time, we slowly but surely push ourselves all the way up this wall. Absolutely wild. So if you imagine this to be an actual mountain formation, you might have a secret base, or you might know that there's a gap here. And if you're being chased by someone, you can quickly just plant yourself in the wall and hop straight out and keep running. And don't think this just applies to stone either, because guess what? We can literally use bedrock and get through just as easily. In terms of getting through the nether roof, you don't need to find that one specific 1-layer thick bit anymore. You need to find any thickness, as long as there's no air gaps in it. Because as soon as there's air gaps in it, as I've shown here, all that happens is you firstly get in the wall, but the second throw just makes you go in the crawl animation, which manages to put your entire body at the same height, which means the ender pearl throw only goes to the same height you are and not up above you. So I think that sufficiently says that that is potentially one of the most broken glitches in the game, and it only gets more insane when we hop over to Bedrock Edition. Now we get into the ridiculous stuff. This right here is a solid bedrock box. Nothing too insane, obviously you can get this in survival, but the type of block makes no difference in this case. And not only can we go infinitely vertical in this, by not aiming here anymore, because this is Bedrock Edition, who cares about that? You aim straight at the wall, and you go in the wall. Java Edition, if you aim straight at the wall, you just hit the wall, but Bedrock Edition doesn't care about that. Unfortunately, the F5 perspective in Bedrock is completely different, and only shows darkness. But all we have to do to go vertically in Bedrock Edition is obviously have loads of ender pearls, and then just chuck it at the wall, and then if you pay attention to the position in the top left corner, you'll see that we travel forward some blocks, and once we're 2 blocks in the wall, we let go of forwards, and we can just go straight up. For going vertically in Bedrock Edition, you need blocks behind you to stop you being pushed out of the wall, because if you hold forwards the entire time, something entirely different occurs, which is what we get to here, and all we have to do is hold forwards and throw in pearls, and piece by piece we go through the entire wall. Bedrock Edition is so insanely broken. For some reason, when you throw an ender pearl while facing straight at the wall, the ender pearl is thrown from in front of you, which means it's already inside of the block, which means it just continuously gets thrown through the block in front of you, resulting in you going through anything. Just like in Java Edition, when you go through the wall, you do gain a bit on the y-axis, even if you are just trying to go straight horizontally. So you sort of go almost more diagonally upwards, but it still is very effective for getting through what should be an impenetrable solid wall. If you found this cool, please consider subscribing, because I find all sorts of nonsense like this all the time, and I can safely say that once people find out about this, they're going to be using it all over the place, because this just gets you through so many things. And it turns out safe houses in Minecraft really aren't that safe anymore. Thanks for watching.